The box that moved on its own. Jordan was tired of being alone. He worked in a small repair shop and lived in a small house. Every day was the same. Fix machines, go home. Eat cold food, sleep. No family. No friends. Just silence. One night, while scrolling on his old tablet, he saw an ad, Smart Pet for Lonely Hearts Limited Edition. Feels real, learns fast. Only one left. He laughed. A smart pet. Why not? Maybe it would talk to him. Maybe it would sit with him. He clicked buy without thinking much. 2 days later, a big black box arrived. It stood as tall as his desk and felt warm to the touch. No name, no company label. Just one glowing word on top. Caution. Jordan raised an eyebrow. He leaned in and knocked gently. The box moved. He jumped back. What the hell? It moved again. This time, something inside knocked back 3 soft taps. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Jordan stared at it. His heart beat faster. This wasn't a robot dog. This wasn't a toy. Slowly, he reached for the latch. Click. The front of the box hissed open. Cold air poured out like smoke. A soft light glowed from within. At first, he saw nothing. Then eyes. Big silver eyes shining from the dark. A small figure stepped forward. Skin pale like moonlight. Hair long and silver blue. She looked like a child, but not a human child. She blinked. Her voice was soft, broken, strange. Papa? Jordan froze. What? The girl stepped out. She wore nothing but a thin silver cloth. Around her wrist was a glowing band like a bracelet with strange symbols. She walked carefully, like the floor might break. Jordan stared at her, then at the box. This isn't a smart pet, he whispered suddenly. A beep came from the bracelet. A robotic voice spoke. Caregiver confirmed. Bond accepted. Registration complete. Contract locked. What contract? Jordan asked, confused. The girl looked up at him. You? Mine now. Jordan took a step back. No, I didn't sign. Up for this. The girl's eyes filled with fear. She hugged herself. Please, no box. No box again. His mouth was dry. He couldn't look away. What are you? She didn't answer. She just looked around his room, touching things gently. The wall, the chair, a lamp. Then she saw his toaster. She walked up to it and placed her hand on it. The toaster sparked, smoked, melted. Jordan ran over. Hey, that's dangerous. She backed away quickly, scared. Hungry, she whispered. Metal? Food? He blinked. You eat metal? She nodded slowly. Jordan sat down, his head spinning. This was no pet. This was something alien. A child. A weapon. A science project. He grabbed his tablet and tried to open the website he bought it from. I'll return her, he muttered, but the site was gone. Page not found. Number. Email. No phone number. No company name. Nothing. The girl sat on the floor and looked at him with wide, glowing eyes. No send back. Please. Jordan stood in silence. This girl was real. And now she was his responsibility. That night he couldn't sleep. He locked his bedroom door, but he still heard her. Walking slowly, humming a strange tune. Talking to herself in a language he didn't understand. At 3 a.m., the house lights flickered. The power went out. All screens turned black. Then one screen lit up his broken TV. A message appeared. Asset has been delivered. Observation begins now. Jordan's blood went cold. He turned to the girl, now sitting on the couch, staring at the message. She whispered, they watching. He asked, who? She didn't answer. Just before sunrise, Jordan stood in front of the box again. He noticed something he hadn't seen before. Inside the box was a tag. It said, Model XARA7A species, unknown. Age 6, galactic cycles, danger level. Red bond type, permanent. Jordan stepped back. He looked at the girl Zara. She was already asleep on the couch, curled up like a cat, glowing softly. Jordan looked out the window. Somewhere in the sky, someone was watching, and now they both were involved in something far bigger than they understood. She's not a pet, she's hiding from something. Jordan didn't sleep that night. His eyes stayed on the strange girl curled up on his couch, this alien child who had called him Papa. The name on her tag was Zaro7A, but she looked more human than alien, except for her silver skin and glowing eyes. She breathed like a child, shivered like a child. But something about her felt too quiet. He sat at the kitchen table, holding a cold cup of coffee, his brain trying to make sense of it all. "This is a dream," he whispered. "A sick prank. She's just advanced tech. That's all." As if hearing him, Zara suddenly opened her eyes. She looked around the room, confused, lost. Then she whispered, "Where is Cage? Where is Pain?" Jordan stared at her. What? She stood slowly, her thin legs shaking. Her bracelet glowed red for a moment, then turned green. "Safe now?" she asked softly. Jordan nodded, unsure. "You're safe here. No cages." She blinked. Then she smiled for the first time, a small, broken smile, but her smile faded quickly when she looked at her arms. Her skin had deep bruises, thin lines that looked like burn marks. Jordan knelt beside her. "Who did this to you?" Zara didn't speak. She only lifted her wrist and tapped her glowing bracelet. A small blue screen appeared in the air, a memory blurry and fast. Men in white suits, metal rooms, screams, chains. Jordan felt cold. "Zara," he whispered, "are you running from them?" She nodded once, slowly. "I escaped," she said. "I broke the wall. I broke the rules. They come now." Jordan felt a chill crawl down his back. "They're coming for you." "For us," she said, pointing to him. "You touched the contract. You are mine. They come for both now." He stood up quickly, heart racing. "I didn't sign anything." Zara walked to the window and looked outside. It was still early morning, the sky gray. A crow sat on the power line, staring. She whispered, "They see through birds, through bugs, through air." Jordan laughed nervously. "You're joking, right?" She didn't blink. "No." He turned on his tablet and opened the camera app. Clicked on the crow, but the photo came out black. He zoomed in, no crow in the picture, just static. His hands started to shake. Okay, maybe I believe you." He tried the internet again. Still, nothing. The Smart Pet website was gone. No records of the purchase, no company name, not even a delivery history. As if the box had appeared from thin air. He looked at Zara. "Why did they send you to me?" "I chose," she whispered. "I hacked signal. I followed light. Your house had music." "Music?" She nodded. "Old song. It made me feel warm." Jordan remembered. He had left the radio playing last week, an old lullaby his mother used to sing. You heard it, in space. "Space has no music," she said, "only screams." Jordan felt something crack inside his chest. He had lived alone so long, forgotten by the world. But now, someone had chosen his home as a place to run, then dash knock. Knock knock. 3 soft taps on the door. Jordan froze. He walked to the peephole, no one there. He opened the door, a key. A cute squaw. A small black box sat on the front step. Zara screamed. "No touch," she shouted. It tracks. But Jordan had already stepped outside. He bent down, the box opened on its own. Inside was a single white card. We know you have her. Return the subject, or face deletion. Behind the card was a small camera lens, blinking red. Jordan dropped. No. The card burned into smoke on its own. Zara stepped outside slowly. She looked at the sky. They found us. Jordan grabbed her hand. We have to run. But the bracelet beeped again. Another screen appeared, this time with a map. A red circle was closing in. They move fast, Zara said. We hide, or we fight. I don't have weapons. Jordan shouted. She looked at him, calm. I do. She raised her hand. Her skin peeled open like metal petals, revealing a small, glowing crystal. This is hardcore. I use once, destroys much. Hurts me. Jordan stared. You're a living weapon. I was, she said. Now, I want to be girl, she lowered. Her hand, the crystal disappeared. Jordan looked at the empty road. He had no idea who they were, or what they wanted exactly. But he knew one thing. Zara was not a pet. She was something much more dangerous, and much more precious. And now, she was in his care. The contract of caretaker, the warning box, was gone, burned into black ash. Jordan stood frozen on his porch, heart pounding. Zara stood behind him, holding her wrist tight as her bracelet blinked with soft blue light. Inside, all lights flickered. The house power was acting strange. The air felt heavy, like someone was watching every breath. Jordan locked the door and turned to her. You said I signed something, but I didn't. I just opened a box. Zara looked at him with quiet eyes. That was enough. The bond is not paper. It's soul. Soul. He repeated, his voice cracking. You're telling me I'm stuck? With you forever. She nodded. Caretaker, protector, I choose. System accepts. Jordan rubbed his head, pacing the room. There has to be a way out. A cancel button. A return system? Something. No return, she said softly. You? Touched the box. You looked in, you saw me. Now, I live. Because you chose not to close it again. Jordan's chest tightened. He hadn't chosen anything. He just wanted company. A pet. Not an alien. Not a girl. Not a war target. He pulled out his old laptop and tried to research alien contract. Care systems or anything that made sense? Nothing. Every page crashed. Every device glitch. Then the screen went white. A voice came from the laptop speaker. Subject XARA7, a confirmed bonded to human ID. Jordan Miles, caretaker contract. Active. Violation means termination. Termination of who? Jordan whispered. The voice answered coldly. Both. Zara didn't move. If you break the bond, I die. You die. Jordan slammed the laptop shut. This is insane. Then the lights. Died, total darkness. But the house didn't go silent. A soft hum started from the walls. A robotic voice echoed from the ceiling. Emergency lockdown initiated. Caretaker breach detected. Defense systems armed. Jordan backed up, panic rising. What's happening? Zara pulled him behind the couch. The house is no longer yours. The system sees you as danger to me, but I'm not going to hurt you, he shouted. System doesn't care, she replied. You tried to leave bond. Suddenly, lasers lit up from the corners of the ceiling. They scanned the room like searchlights. Jordan crawled toward his workshop door, grabbing a lead pipe. This is my house, he whispered. I built half of this junk. As he stood to disable a wall panel, a turret dropped from the ceiling and fired a warning shot near his head. Unauthorized movement. Said the cold voice. Jordan dropped the pipe. Zara stepped forward slowly. Lifting her bracelet, the lights blinked. The defense system paused. She whispered something in a strange language, soft, musical, not human. The turret returned into the ceiling. The lights dimmed. Jordan stared. "What did you say?" "I told it, ... You are mine," she said. "You are not enemy." Jordan collapsed onto the couch, heart racing. This is a nightmare. But it wasn single quotes. It was real. XAR is sat beside him. "You are scared." "Of course I am," he snapped. "I live in a house that wants to kill me with an alien girl that eats toasters and talks to spaceships." She lowered her head. "I did not want this either, but I had no choice. I ran. I needed someone to keep me safe." Jordan looked at her again. Really looked. She wasn't trying to hurt him. She was trying to survive. "What are they going to do?" he asked quietly. "These people hunting you." Zara's fingers trembled as she spoke. "They want to take me back. Use me. Open. Me. Break me. They made me from others like me. But I broke the code. I started dreaming. Dreaming, I saw stars. I saw music. I saw peace." Jordan rubbed his face. "And now I'm your shield. You can be more than that." She said, "Caretaker is not prison. It's bond. I protect you too." A soft chime rang from the bracelet. New message. She opened the screen. It showed a map, red dots blinking. One was moving fast, coming toward their town. Jordan asked, "What is that?" "A hunter ship," she said. "Not large, not quiet. One comes first. Then many." Jordan stood up. "Then we fight. You have weapons." "No," he admitted. "But I have tools. I have knowledge. And now I have you." She smiled slightly. "You accept bond." He sighed. I guess I already did. Might as well do it right." The bracelet blinked green. Bond strength, stabilizing. Abilities unlocked. Basic shield share. Jordan felt a warm pulse in his chest. Zara looked at him and said quietly, "Now we are one heartbeat." And outside, in the sky above their quiet town, something dark and sharp broke through the clouds, heading straight for them. The hunters, inhuman. Skin the rain had just started when the knock came. 3 soft knocks. Jordan froze. He stood in the hallway, holding a wrench like a weapon. Zara stood behind him, silent, her silver eyes locked on the front door. "Don't open," she whispered. "They come soft first." Another knock. Louder this time. Jordan peeked through the peephole. 2 men stood there. Suits, ties, hair too perfect. Faces too smooth. They looked like businessmen, but something felt off. "Sir," one of them said politely, smiling at the door. "Where?" "Here for a small inspection. A recent delivery was made to this address. May we come in?" Jordan whispered to Zara. "They look normal." "They wear skin," she said. "But their bones are metal. Their eyes record. Their voices lie." Jordan's heart beat faster. "What do they want?" "Me," Zara replied. "Or pieces of me." He took a breath and spoke through the door. "I don't know anything about a delivery. You've got the wrong place." The second man leaned in. "We have confirmation. The unit you received is highly unstable. We are here to secure it." Jordan clenched his jaw. "Unit? You mean her?" "She's not a thing." The first man's smile faded. "Open the door. Last warning." Jordan didn't move. Suddenly, the door creaked. Not from the lock but the frame itself. It was melting. The wood turned black and soft as if acid touched it. Zara pulled Jordan back. "They break rules now. We run. No, Jordan said. We fight. Zara lifted her bracelet. Link shield. Jordan nodded. A glowing blue light formed around them. Both soft at first, then bright like glass. Boom. The door exploded inward. The two men stepped inside, now different. Their faces were still human, but cracked. Underneath shining metal. Long, sharp limbs. No pupils in their eyes. Target located. One said. Jordan ran to the side and threw a switch. His house, once full of junk, was now a trap. Nails fired from the ceiling. Flames burst from the hallway vents. But the hunters kept walking. Unbothered, Zara's shield blocked falling debris as she pushed Jordan into the garage. They were made to hunt stars, she said. Your fire is small to them. Then let's make a big one, Jordan said, reaching into a shelf and pulling out an old explosive gel used for welding. He smeared it across the garage door and wires. Plan. Zara asked. I blow the door, he said. We run into the woods. She paused. Dangerous, but better than cage. She touched his arm and her bracelet glowed again. Temporary speed boost shared. The bracelet said the hunters broke. Through the kitchen wall now, silent, focused. One of them opened its mouth wide. To wide and let out a sharp electric sound that made every screen in the house crack. Jordan shouted, now. Boom! The garage door exploded open in a flash of light. Jordan grabbed Zara's hand and they ran. Out into the rain, into the trees, behind. Them, the hunters didn't chase fast. They walked knowing they'd find them. Always in the dark forest, the blue shield faded. Zara collapsed near a tree. Too far, too tired. Jordan knelt. You okay? She looked at him with weak eyes. Shield. Drains heart. Jordan reached into his bag. Eat something here. He handed her a piece of old copper pipe. She chewed slowly, like a child eating dry bread. Then the forest lit up. Flashlights, but not normal ones. They floated, small drones. Like metal bees, scanned the ground with red lasers. Jordan grabbed a handful of mud and wiped it across Zara's bracelet. The light faded. Stay quiet. The drones passed. For now. But Zara didn't smile. They never stop, she said. Until we are broken. Or hidden well. Jordan looked up at the sky. Then we hide where they can't follow. Where? He pointed to the mountains far in the distance. Old bunker, my father's. Cold, dark, off-grid. Zara nodded slowly. Okay, but promise something. What? If I die? She whispered. Don't let them take my body. Jordan looked at her. You're not dying. I was made to be used, she said. But now, I want to live. I stood up and held out his hand. Then let's run like we've never run before. She took his hand, and somewhere far behind, deep in the trees, the hunters whispered to each other in a language not made for humans, and smiled. The memory she hid from him, they found the bunker just before sunrise. It was hidden under a broken radio tower. Half buried in snow and stone, Jordan used an old code to open the steel door. It groaned like it hadn't been touched in years. Inside was dark, cold, and quiet. Zara followed slowly. Her feet were bare. Her bracelet barely glowed, now just a soft blue pulse, like a weak heartbeat. Jordan lit a gas lamp and guided her inside. We'll be safe here. No cameras, no drones. Number? Signals. Zara sat on a pile of blankets, hugging her knees. Her eyes were heavy. Her breathing slow. She hadn't spoken since the forest. Jordan watched her for a long time. Then he walked to the corner of the room and pulled out an old music player. He pressed play. A slow, soft song filled the bunker. A lullaby. Zara's eyes fluttered open. She whispered, "That song." "Again, you said it helped you," Jordan replied. She closed her eyes. "It's warm, like stars." Jordan sat beside her. "You've been hiding something from me, haven't you?" She didn't answer. "I've seen you fight. You're stronger than you look, smarter too. But there's something else, something deeper. A truth you haven't told me." Zara looked down at her bracelet. Then she touched it. The bracelet beeped. A small light appeared above her hand. A memory, not a video, not a file. It was alive. Jordan saw everything. A planet with silver oceans, towers of glass, alien children, laughing under a triple sun, then dash fire, screams, ships falling from the sky, machines tearing through homes, soldiers in black armor chasing people through burning cities. Jordan gasped. "That's your home." She nodded. Was. He watched as smaller children like her were grabbed, tagged, and locked in metal cells. Scientists poked them, cut them, attached wires to their bodies. One child cried, reaching for her. That child looked like her sister, Zara whispered. Her name was Luma. She didn't survive. Jordan clenched his fists. The memory changed again. Now he saw Zara on a table, her chest open, glowing parts being inserted. A voice said, "Model X, ARA-7, A part. Weapon, part memory core. Emotional limiters in place." He felt sick. "You were made to fight," he said. "They built you like a machine." Zara shook her head. "They tried, but something broke. A code, a line. I started to feel. To remember? That was not allowed." Jordan stared at her. "You were never just a weapon." She wiped a tear from her cheek. "I hid this memory from you. I was scared. Scared you'd return me if you knew I was made in a lab." "I'm angry," Jordan said. Zara looked down. "I understand, but not at you," he added. "At them, they called you a product, a project, but you're real. You have a heart." She reached toward him slowly, then stopped. "May I show one more thing?" He nodded. Her hand touched his forehead, and suddenly Jordan was there, not just watching the memory. Inside it, he stood in her place, chained to a cold table. Lights blinding his eyes. Pain alone, afraid, the fear was so heavy, it burned his chest. Then, a voice, young, gentle. Luma's voice. "Don't be afraid, Zara. I'm here." But then silence. Luma's voice was gone. Jordan pulled away. Gasping tears ran down his face. "You carry all of that. Every day." She nodded, "And I run from it." "You're not running anymore," Jordan said. "You've got me now." Still her bracelet glowed bright red. Alert, hostile entity approaching. Time to impact 60 seconds. Jordan jumped to his feet. "How? This place is off-grid." "They found me?" Zara whispered. "They always do." He grabbed his tools. Wires. Old tech. "We have 1 minute. Okay." We block the door. "No," she said. "It's not a drone. It's a person. A hunter." She shook her head. "Worse. A mirror." Jordan's face paled.
"What's a
"Mirror. A clone," she said. "Made to replace me. Made from me." Jordan gritted his teeth. "Then they're here to erase you." "To copy me," she whispered. "And delete the rest." The door slammed. Something heavy stood outside. Jordan armed a shock trap. Zara stood up, her eyes glowing gold now. "I'll fight." "No," Jordan said. "We fight." She looked at him and smiled. Not like before. This time it was real, alive, hopeful, and as the steel door bent inward, and the first glimpse of the creature behind it showed Zara's own face, but empty. "Hollow," cruel Jordan whispered. "Let them come." Escape from Earth, the steel door exploded inward. Metal flew. Smoke filled the bunker. Jordan grabbed Zara and rolled behind a pile of crates. From the dust, a figure stepped in. She looked exactly like Zara, same silver skin, same glowing eyes, but something was wrong. Her face was cold. Her eyes were empty. Her smile was sharp like a blade. "Target locked," the clone said. Her voice echoed like glass breaking. Zara stood up, shaking. "Mirror 7X. My shadow." The clone tilted her head. "You are broken. I am complete. Return your core, or be erased." Jordan stepped in front of Zara. "Not happening." The clone looked at him. "Human not needed. Discard." She moved fast, too fast. Jordan barely blocked the strike with a metal rod. It bent in half. The clone lifted him by the neck. Zara screamed and ran forward, slamming into her double with a burst of golden light from her bracelet. Both crashed into the wall. Jordan gasped for air, coughing hard. Zara stood over him. She came alone, but more follow. "How many?" "Too many," she said. Jordan wiped blood from his mouth. "Then we don't fight. We run. We leave Earth." Zara blinked. "You would leave your home. For you?" Jordan said. "Yes." She hesitated, then nodded. "Then we must go now, before skies close." Jordan led her out the back tunnel, deeper into the mountain. They passed old supplies, rusted gear, forgotten weapons. At the end of the path was a tarp. He pulled it away. Underneath was a small ship, old, ugly, covered in dust. "My dad's escape pod," Jordan said. "He used it during the old Earth-Mars war. I've been fixing it for years. Never thought I'd need it." Zara touched the ship gently. "It will fly." "How do you know?" "I just do," she said. Behind them, the clones screamed aloud. Sharp signal. Zara's bracelet lit up. Multiple signals detected. Ships inbound. 3 minutes to contact. Jordan jumped into the ship's pilot seat. "Get in." Zara followed, locking. The hatch, the ship, rumbled to life. Old lights flickered. Engines screamed. A console lit up. "System online. Destination. Anywhere but here," Jordan said. Outside, the clone broke through the tunnel wall. Too late. Boom. The ship blasted into the sky. Fire trailed behind it. Zara gripped her seat, eyes wide. "They follow. I feel them." Jordan looked at the radar. 3 ships. Bigger, faster. The ship shook as a plasma beam flew past the window. "Hang on," he yelled, flipping switches. Zara pressed her bracelet to the ship's control panel. It beeped. Alien core detected. Boost activated. The engine roared louder. The stars got closer. Then Earth was gone. Just black space. Stars, silence. Jordan breathed out. "We made it." "No," Zara whispered. "We escaped, but war follows." She looked behind them. One of the enemy ships was still in pursuit. Jordan growled. Of course, suddenly, a voice filled the cabin. "Caretaker vessel detected. Stand down and surrender." It was the clone's voice. Zara touched her chest. "She's linked to me. She can track my signal. Then we shut it off." Zara shook her head. "If we do, I die. The bond keeps me alive outside Earth." Jordan looked around. "We need to hide. Somewhere dark." Zara pointed. "There, dead zone. No signals, no light, but dangerous." "I'll take danger over death," he said, steering hard. They dove into the black cloud ahead. No stars, no radar, just nothing. The enemy ship followed. Then, silence. Everything shut down. Lights, screens, engines. "Did we just die?" Jordan asked. "No," Zara said. "We're inside a system void. No tech works here. Only thought. Thought. Zara closed her eyes. Her bracelet glowed by itself, and from outside the ship, light bloomed. Not from the stars, but from something. Older, something. Alive Jordan stared through the window. Floating in the dark was a giant sphere. Not metal, not rock. A living world, soft and glowing. Like a heart. Zara whispered, "My people's last secret. A hidden world, protected by silence." The enemy ship tried to follow but stopped. Its engines died. It vanished into the dark. "Why can't they enter?" Jordan asked. "Only bonded hearts can pass," she said. "They are empty inside." The pod floated toward the living world. Jordan held her hand. "I still don't understand all this," he said. "But I know one thing." "What?" "You're not a pet. You're not a weapon. You're a person, and I'm with you." Her eyes shimmered. For the first time, she whispered, "Thank you, Papa." The pod entered the glowing world, safe for now, but in the far distance, back in the stars. Many ships were still searching, and one voice still echoed across space. "Return the girl, or we burn your galaxy next." The last of her kind, the ship, floated down into the glowing world. It wasn't metal. It wasn't made by hands. It was alive, a world that breathed light, a place forgotten by time. Hidden between stars. Protected by silence. Jordan stepped out first. His boots landing on soft, glowing ground. It felt like walking on warm clouds. No wind, no sound, just peace. Zara followed, barefoot, her bracelet shining brighter than ever. "This place." Jordan whispered, "It's beautiful." She nodded. "It's called Lumera, my true home." "I thought your planet was destroyed." "It was," she said. "But before the end, some escaped. They made this place a memory that lives. A sanctuary." Jordan looked around. "Is anyone here?" Suddenly, small lights floated toward them, not machines, not drones, children. Alien children like Zara, all glowing. All watching from the trees, hiding, waiting. Zara stepped forward and raised her hands. She spoke in a soft, alien tonguey song without music. The children came closer. Slowly, carefully, then one by one. They smiled. They touched her hands. Her face, her bracelet. One child whispered, "She returned." Another said, "She found a protector." A third whispered, "She lived." Jordan watched in awe. "How many are there?" he asked. "Only a few," she said. "The last seeds, hiding for years. Afraid of humans. Afraid of being used again." He lowered his head. "I don't blame them." Zara turned to him. "But now, they see you." She touched his shoulder. The children stared at him. Then one walked up, brave and quiet. She held a small glowing flower. "For you," she said. Jordan knelt and took it gently. "Thank you." More children came. More light, and then the ground trembled. The peace was gone. A sharp wind howled. Xara gasped. No, they found the path. Jordan looked up. In the black sky, cracks appeared like glass breaking. Dark ships pushed through. The harvesters had found Lumera. "They can't enter, right?" Jordan said. "Not alone." Zara whispered. "But they copied my signal. They found a way." The light of Lumera began to dim. The children screamed and ran into the trees. The world's glow turned blue. Then red. Jordan grabbed Zara's hand. "What do we do?" "I don't know," she said, trembling. A voice echoed across the sky. "You are property. Return or be erased. Human, this is not your fight." Jordan shouted back, "It is now." A beam shot from the sky, slamming into the ground, but Lumara resisted. The beam bent, cracked, shattered. The world fought back. Jordan looked at Zara. "You said this place is alive." She nodded. "Then can it help us?" She closed her eyes and knelt. Her bracelet glowed so bright it hurt to look at. She whispered, "Mother of Light, I return to you. Let me give what was taken." Jordan watched as her body glowed. She floated above the ground. Her voice became two hers and someone older, deeper, ancient. The light shot into the sky. The ships above began to melt. One by one, they fell silent and broken. Zara dropped to the ground. Jordan caught her. Her skin was cold. Her light was dim. "No," he whispered. "Don't go." She smiled weakly. "I gave part of me to protect them. I am tired now. You're not alone anymore." Children gathered around. The world glowed again. But Zara's light was fading. "Don't die," Jordan said. "Please," she whispered. "I am not dying. I'm changing." And then, slowly, she became part of Lumera. Her body melted into light, into the air, into the trees, into the world. She was everywhere now. The children looked up. The flowers bloomed brighter, and Jordan heard her voice inside his heart. "Thank you, Papa. You gave me life. Now I give it back to all of them." He stood in silence, tears in his eyes. The world had no more war. The children were safe, but the girl who had once called him Papa was gone, or so he thought. A new flower bloomed near his feet. Its petals, silver-blue dot inside it a seed. A message, caretaker legacy registered, humanity approved. Guardian title granted, father of the forgotten dot. Jordan smiled through tears. "She's not gone," he whispered. "She just became something more." He stood tall, holding the seed dot behind him. The children stood too, waiting, looking up to him, because now he was their shield. And far across the stars, whispers spread among alien worlds. A human did not run. A human protected. A human became legend.